Multimedia, it's finally time to create our podcast. Let's go. Okay, so first we're going to click on Garageband. Okay, we're going to create this. Now, at this point so far, we've only created new music files. We're actually going to click on Create New Podcast. Okay, I actually have a recording pre-created with my audio. So I'm going to click on Open an existing product. You're going to click on Create New Podcast Episode. Okay. Okay. There we go. As it loads up, I'll have a sip of coffee. Okay, so there we go. Right under, as you can see, we have our podcast track. All right, up there, this is like where you'd put like any of your artwork or possible video clips would go up here. So it'd be like you could put like pictures, pictures or video in the podcast track section up here. It actually says drag artwork here. Okay, and then we have two tracks. One says male voice, one female voice. All right. Really doesn't matter which one you use. Honestly, it doesn't make them sound any different. I have mine in male voice. And then a section called jingles where you could put sound effects and background music and stuff like that. Okay, very similar to the new music track. It just kind of, this is what pops up first. Okay, you still have your media browser. You could still access your loops from there. You can see right there. Okay, we're not going to need to use that for this one now. Okay. I just want our media browser pulled up for now. Okay, and let me just play some of my audio real quick, or just show you how to create audio real quick. I know we did it in the Chaplin project, but you'll just select your track, and I'm going to mute the track that I already have. Okay, okay, you'll select your track. You'll just hit this big record button down here. Testing 1 2, testing, testing 1 2, testing. Okay, and then I just hit the space bar when I'm done. Okay, I'll click on the arrow to bring it back to the beginning, and we'll play it.
Testing 1 2, testing.
Oh, let's try that again. I had my headphones in. Testing 1 2, testing, testing 1 2, testing. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that, but it's as simple as that. Okay, once you're ready to start recording your voice, you just hit record. I'm going to delete that track, okay, because I don't even need the female voice thing anymore, so I just clicked on there, hit delete track. All right, I'm going to unmute this now. Okay, so I created a podcast about the New Hope boys basketball team. Again, yours is going to be based off the podcast script that you created, and yours is going to be a little longer than mine. I created mine about a little under a minute. Okay, so from this point, we're going to add our pictures in the drag artwork section here, the podcast track. Okay, so if you don't have yours saved, okay, you might want to go back into Google Images. Okay, okay, so I'm just going to do a little New Hope basketball. Oh, sorry. Let's do New Hope. There's a lot of New Hopes out there. New Hope Academy, Charter School, basketball. I kind of did the search before, so I knew it was going to pop up. Okay, so I'm just going to pick these ones here. Okay. Click on them, pull them up to their regular size. Wow. Okay, and then click on Save to Downloads. Okay. We'll go with this one as well. Okay. Save to downloads. Okay. I'm going to go with about 5 good ones there. Okay. Save image to downloads. Okay, from here, okay, in order to get them on our media browser, we have to first put them in iPhoto. Okay, so iPhoto is an icon that looks like that. If you don't see it at the bottom, click on your magnifying glass in the top right-hand corner and type in iPhoto. There it is. Great day for a podcast. Okay, so I already have mine in here. Okay, but to show you how to place these in here, okay, you're just gonna click on your downloads box, click, drag, drop it in there. Okay. Okay, let's import. Okay. Now we have our first photo in there. Okay, we could go ahead and click on the where it says untitled event and just give it a name so we can put all our photos in the same event. Okay, so I'm just going to do NH basketball. Cool. So now I got my event. And I'm just going to click and drag those other ones over. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go and create a whole nother event. All right, so from this point, I have that second photo in there. Okay, now that's its own event now, but I'm just going to click it. Make sure you click on events and just drag it and drop it over the top of our NH basketball event. It'll ask if you want to merge events. Yes, you do. Okay, and then same thing here. Get our second picture, just put it in there. Click on events. Okay. Click, drag over the top, merge event. Okay. So that when we click on them, it'll pop up like that. Okay, almost finished. Merge. Okay, we got 4. We got one last one, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Merge. Okay, cool. Okay, so now I have my event, NH basketball. Okay, it pops up under recent. Okay, I'm just going to minimize that for now. Okay, now I go into my media browser and I click on photos. Okay, oh, there it is. Okay, NH basketball. It's actually already pulled up for me. Okay, so I'm just going to click, drag, and drop in the podcast track section, right? Okay, all right, so let's bring it all the way to the beginning. Okay, I'm just going to go to the end and extend it all the way out to like over a minute. You're just going to put your mouse over the edge. Okay, you'll see the 2 arrows pointing right and left. I'm going to click and drag this in. I'm only going to make this last about 15 seconds. Actually, we'll do 10 seconds. Right there. Okay. Now you kind of want to match this up with the comments that that you have in your podcast script. So if you have a certain picture under a certain amount of comments, you're going to want to make it the length of that picture. Okay. Again, yours is going to be a little longer than a minute. Okay. This is just for instructive purposes. Okay. So I'm going to put this next picture in there. Do the same thing. Okay. Click, drag this over. I'll make that about 30. Move this down. Actually, there we go. Okay, our third picture. Okay, and you can see they're all going to extend out like that. You'll want to bring them all in. Make sure they're right next to each other. Okay, so that the transition isn't weird when you see it on your podcast. Bring that to 40. Bring this on in. And then for the last part, I'm going to bring that to make it about just as long as the audio. Perfect. All right, so here I'm just going to play it. I'm going to start from the beginning and play it one time over. I'm going to hit my I button so I could preview my podcast. Okay, I recommend you all do this to see if your photos are lined up with your audio. Okay, so I'm going to play. Hi, this is Mr. Corey, and this is my podcast about the New Hope boys basketball team. The New Hope boys basketball team comes into the District 3 Class Single A playoffs with a record of 16-4. They are undefeated at home, and they currently possess a bye in the first round of the Class A District 3 playoffs. They will play the winner of Conestoga Christian and Baptist Bible here at New Hope Academy on February 22nd. If they win, they will play at East Pennsboro against potential 2 seed Lebanon Catholic. They will play the winner of the 7 and the 10 seed in that bracket. I hope all of you come out and support the New Hope Mighty Ants on their quest for a District 3 Class Single A championship and a potential run at the state playoffs. Okay? I'll be at the game working the scoreboard. I hope to see you there. Okay. Pretty sweet. All right, now we're just going to, in order to get this onto Moodle, all right, I'd like to check this. Call me over before you're done with it. I can take a look at it at your desk. Okay. I want you just to hit share and then export podcast to disk. All right. We're going to make sure that this is MP3, okay, and then it's mono podcast. Okay. Okay. We just need mono because it's the smallest one. Okay, it'll compress the file down, make it easy for all of us to get our projects on there. Okay, the project will not export as an enhanced podcast. That's okay. We're just going to hit continue. Okay, I'm going to save this as New Hope Basketball Podcast. Okay, you'll title yours whatever your subject is about, and then put podcast at the end. Okay, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that to my desktop. Okay. Okay, it's going to save as a QuickTime MP3 file. Okay, right there. All right, now we're just going to put this on Moodle, and we're done. Okay, very simple, very basic. Okay, but very relevant. Okay. And new discussion. Okay. Keep in mind when you're doing your podcast, use that script. Okay. Use that script definitely. Okay. That will help guide you through it. Okay. Nice guideline for your written speech. Or your spoken, your verbal speech, sorry. And I'm just going to put podcast, subject. Here it is. Add. There we go. Choose file, upload. Okay. And there it is. Best of luck. Okay. Couple tips. Be calm. Don't be nervous. All right. You're the expert. All right. So be loose, be comfortable, and best of luck.